Keisha Butts with a CTV News update. The CDC gives the final go-ahead for 5 to 11-year-olds to get Pfizer's kid-sized COVID-19 vaccine. The county has already announced plans that will allow that age group to get shots. CTV's Katara Jones has more.
Good news for county parents. They will finally be able to get their kids 5 to 11 vaccinated from COVID-19 beginning next Monday, November 8th. The county will offer mobile vaccination clinics during after-school hours at high schools across the district. The clinics will run every Monday to Friday through mid-December, and Dr. George Askew says the county wants to make vaccines more accessible.
We also wanted to make it available in the neighborhoods where folks are, so that they can, for folks who can walk, it's available to them. For folks who don't have any other means of transportation that they can get to, it just makes it much more convenient. We have some vaccine that's been made available to us, and we're certainly hoping to get more. We certainly have enough to get us started and should not run into any issues with vaccine supply during the early parts of this rollout. As a pediatrician myself, I want to continue to remind folks that vaccines have been a part of the care of children for decades.
The school mobile clinics will also offer shots to unvaccinated residents. Booster shots will also be available, and at this time, appointments are not necessary. I'm Katara Jones with CTV News.
Pfizer's kid-sized vaccine will also be available at pediatrician offices, grocery store pharmacies, and hospitals. Prince George's County reaches a milestone in its fight against the pandemic. The number of people in the county infected with COVID-19 since the beginning of the pandemic has surpassed 100,000. The latest number is 100,025. That includes the 76 county residents who have been diagnosed already since yesterday. The county's positivity rate has eased downward to 2.56%. 12 Marylanders have died of COVID-19 since yesterday. Hospitalizations are at 553. Meantime, 380 cases of COVID-19 have been reported in county schools since October 1st. 645 have been reported since September 8th, the first day of classes. 12 have been listed on the district's COVID portal since Monday. The impacted schools include Heather Hills High Bridge and University Park Elementary Schools. Maryland hospital workers face deadlines for getting their COVID vaccinations. Hundreds of University of Maryland medical system employees have run afoul of the November 1st COVID-19 vaccination mandate. According to the Baltimore Sun, about 200 employees and another 200 contractors will have to leave their jobs if they don't show proof of their first shot or receive a medical or religious exemption. The hospital industry estimates that there could be as many as 3,200 unvaccinated medical and support staff. Rural areas of the Eastern Shore and Western Maryland have the lowest vaccination rates. You're watching CTV News. I'm Keisha Butts. Coming up, another warning from police. Don't leave your car running and unattended. Stay with us.
Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. You can always find people who are helping. Thank you to all the first responders who put their lives in danger to help us when my brothers and sisters and mom and dad and grandpa and grandma need them. We look out for the helpers because they look out for us.
Thank you, first responders.
There's a rewarding feeling you get when you do, like, hey man, I just, with me and we carried a lady out of a fire,
This is what I signed up for as a first responder, and this is what I love to do. And I'm going to continue going to work day in and day out and providing help to those that need it.
Thank you, first responders.
Thank you, first responders. We need you. We wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you.
Be safe, look after yourself, and look after one another. Thanks.
Why is ambition respected in men and criticized in women? We may think ambition in women is a good thing, but because of a lifetime of cultural stereotypes, we react negatively. That's unconscious bias. But can unconscious bias really limit women's success? Well, when asked to draw a leader, the vast majority of people, both men and women, draw a man. When we imagine positions of power, we erase women from the picture. Today, only 5% of CEOs are women. It's time to challenge cultural stereotypes and outmoded mindsets. The world is a better place when we support one another's ambitions, whatever they may be. Together, let's question the biases that hold people back. Voice our ambition proudly, without apology. Model ambition for our sons and daughters. Our ambition is to challenge double standards to help achieve women's equality. What's yours? I'm Mindy Kaling, and I embrace ambition.
Welcome back. Montgomery County lawmakers vote unanimously to relax COVID-19 metrics. The council, which acts as the Board of Health, made the decision on Tuesday. The jurisdiction will now only reinstate an indoor mask mandate when the district has 7 straight days of substantial transmission. The council also approved an amendment to end its indoor mask mandate once 85% of the total population is fully vaccinated. The Prince George's Sierra Club is supporting the county's climate action plan. The proposal includes a plan that would decrease greenhouse gas emissions and adapt to a changing climate. It also emphasizes health and equity as well as creating a sustainable future. The plan's public comment period is currently open.
It calls for the county to commit to 100% clean energy. And that means we will start investing in renewables. This will help decrease air pollution, and it will also help decrease our greenhouse gas emissions. Similarly with transportation, it calls for electrification of our vehicles, both in county vehicles and our personal vehicles. Some of these systemic changes that are recommended in the plan will make it easier for the general population to bring down their greenhouse gas emissions without huge adverse effects on their quality of life.
The public comment period ends December 1st. Full implementation of the plan will require action by both the county council and county executive. To view the report, log on to mypgc.us/climate action plan. The ballots are counted in Laurel, and the city has a new at-large council member. Martin Mitchell won the at-large contest yesterday, defeating Frederick Smalls. Meantime, the Ward 1 winners are Carl D. Walt and James Cole. In Ward 2, Keith Sidnor and Barinsa Smith tallied the most votes. In Greenbelt, the results won't be official until Monday, but city council winners include Emmett Jordan and Colin Bird. City voters, meantime, passed a reparations measure. It creates a commission to consider possible reparations for Black and Native American residents.
I'm totally in favor of any sort of reparations, especially as again, in this day and time where we're kind of having a reconciliation with race in this country. Anything to make people whole is necessary.
As we head into the colder months, the Prince George's Police Department is urging residents to never leave your car running unattended. Many people do that to allow their cars to warm up. But this surveillance video illustrates why that can be a bad idea. Vehicle jump-in thefts are a crime of opportunity. So far this year, there have been more than 600 vehicle jump-in thefts in the county. That's 222 more than this time last year. Police also warn against leaving children in a vehicle running unattended. And we'll be back with more news in a moment. Stay with us.
COVID-19 has changed how we express our faith and gather to worship.
We all want to get back to how we pray,
how we congregate, how we lift our voices in praise. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to spreading the word without spreading concern.
Before we can safely come together, we need the facts.
As COVID-19 vaccines become available, you may have questions.
Should I get it?
Is it safe?
Should I wait?
It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts. Learn more at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you.
Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers. You can always find people who are helping. Thank you to all the first responders who put their lives in danger to help us when my brothers and sisters and mom and dad and grandpa and grandma need them. We look out for the helpers because they look out for us.
Thank you, first responders.
You know, there's a rewarding feeling you get when you do like, hey man, I just, me and we carried a lady out of a fire,
This is what I signed up for as a first responder, and this is what I love to do. And I'm going to continue going to work day in and day out and providing help to those that need it.
Thank you, first responders.
Thank you, first responders. We need you. We wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you.
Be safe, look after yourself, and look after one another. Thanks.
Thank you for staying with us. The first Black person and first woman to lead the Howard County Police Department is retiring. Lisa Myers has been with the force for 31 years. She retired in 2018 but was tapped the following year to be the new chief. Officials say under Myers' tenure that violent crimes and property crimes decreased. Myers' resignation takes effect November 30th. The Major League Baseball season ends with a blast. Actually 3. The Atlanta Braves blast 3 home runs to take the 2021 World Series. Atlanta beat Houston 7-0 to take home the championship banner last night. The MVP, Jorge Soler, who got the Braves on board with a massive home run.
The batter will be Soler.
There they go, pitch on the way. He attacks and smokes one to deep left. This one's going supersonic. That is out of the ballpark. Whoa! Over the train tracks, it's 3-0 Atlanta. And Jorge Soler lands the first punch here in the top of the 3rd inning.
The Braves are World Series champs for the first time since 1995. We have 2 unusual pets of the week today. These furry creatures look like gerbils. However, you're in for a surprise. If you're familiar with the movie Ratatouille, you know they're 2 little rabbits. Megan Staub says while they're not the typical pets, they're actually similar to dogs.
Rats are actually quite personable. They can run around after toys. Some people can even train them to play fetch like a dog. They are a lot of fun. Yes, they can be mischievous, but they can give you a lot of entertainment just like your normal companion animal.
If you'd like to adopt these 2 or any of their friends, call 301-780-7200. Well, let's get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 34. Thursday and Friday, mostly sunny with daytime temps in the mid-50s. Saturday, mostly sunny with a high near 56. And now for the community calendar, learn all about the past, present, and future environmental health of the Chesapeake Bay watershed. Check out the film Water's Way, a film about our watershed online. Also participate in activities such as nature paddles, bird feeding, and much more. For more information and activities, visit the websites on your screen. And that wraps up your CTV News Update. I'm Keisha Butts. Have a good night.